So here we are, end of the week. Hi, it's Renee Flamand. We're going to wrap up this week talking about challenging this narcissist and the gaslighting they do and all of this business. If you do decide to argue and challenge your narcissist, I just want you to understand something else. Frustrating you is their whole goal. Yes. During the argument, Renee, wouldn't they want me to be calmer? Nope. They want to frustrate you to the point of exhaustion. They want to frustrate you to the point that you don't know what's right or wrong. They want to frustrate you. This is where the gaslighting comes in. It plays a huge part. They're going to call you crazy, insane, psychotic. So now you're wondering, am I crazy? Did that not happen the way that I thought it happened? He really seems emphatic. We're in hour 4 and he's still calling me crazy, but I know what I read. Their goal is to frustrate you. Probably also to exhaust you, definitely also to exhaust you so you just shut up and go to bed. You think they feel like it? Now, they might get a kick out of it for a few hours, be down for a fight. Sure, they want a hit of adrenaline themselves. They're dysfunctional. They definitely might be down for it and get supply out of fighting with you the first couple of hours. But eventually, they all just want to go to sleep or leave or hang up. So they're going to do one of those 3 things. Go to sleep, leave, or hang up. But up until that point, they're going to gaslight you and frustrate you because they want you to get exhausted and shut up. They want you to get exhausted and stop. And the gaslighting is a very dangerous thing that happens. And the biggest way I think they can frustrate. There are so many memes and little graph things and funny things about, it's not funny, but about women being crazy. That's the joke. The women being crazy. The woman is crazy. The woman is crazy. They're going to go with that the whole entire time you're arguing. They're going to bank on that. Do you want to know why? Because society has let them know, we have let them know how much that angers us. Think about that, right? The 2 things you can say to a woman to make her go nuts: you're crazy or calm down. Right? The 2 words I detest: whenever and fine. No, whatever and fine. Those are 2 other words they say to us to make us nuts. They know how to push the buttons. They know how to push the buttons. And they know calling you crazy is going to push a button and make you frustrated. That's what their goal is. Because then you're going to forget your train of thought. They're not even in tune to your train of thought anyway. Because they're only half listening and they can't wait for you to shut up. They're never going to see your point. But I want you to understand that with everything that you come out with, that you have thought through, wrote out beforehand, maybe even practice saying, how can he not understand? This is so black and white, there's no way. And he comes back with, you're nuts. You're nuts. This brings me to the point of Mondays, that the best thing to do, they really are right, the powers that be, is to not even try. But today's video and this week, I'm encompassing everybody because there are some people like me who aren't going to shut up and they are going to argue. They're going to state their point. It would never occur to me to not say anything. I would never not say something, not argue. If there's an issue on the table, I'm no sweeper. I am not a sweeper. It ain't going under no carpet. No, it's not going under any carpet ever. I'm going to talk about it to death. I'm going to overthink the issue to death until I'm satisfied that every angle has been covered and it's resolved itself. Oh, yeah. I drive myself crazy. But the people that love me lovingly accept this and they'll say, okay, you done talking about it? Can we move on? I'm good now. A narcissist doesn't understand any of that. And they're not dissecting any issue along with what you're doing. When you choose to argue, frustrating you is their point. They're not open as they said they were. They're not listening as they're saying that they are. They're frustrating you because you'll come out with a very long thing and they come back with something unrelated. You know why? Because they didn't listen. Why don't they have a good answer to you? Because they don't care. They don't have a good answer. Why did you do that? Why? Because they have no empathy. They can't possibly picture how much it hurt you, and they felt like doing it. They're a toddler who wanted the candy, so they took it. A toddler doesn't think about the store losing money. Penny candy store, I'm picturing like a little kid in an old-fashioned movie. Maybe they grab a piece of candy. They don't know that's wrong until the person tells them. A narcissist doesn't care if it's wrong. They were arrested at that age. Their development stopped. The development was arrested at that age. So they're still taking candy. They feel they're entitled to do it. Nothing you say in your argument, no matter how well thought out it is going to make them understand anything. And all they want to do is frustrate you, exhaust you, continually gaslight you, so you stop trying to make sounds. Stop making noise. Are you done yet? Is something that we all get asked. Are you done yet? That's another way to really make a woman not go crazy. Are you done yet? Not even close, bud. I just did John Bender from The Breakfast Club, in case you guys didn't know. But it's like you're in the middle of pouring out your heart, and they're just trying to watch the TV, look at their phone, and shut you up. They know all these things are going to frustrate you also. If you have something to say, I guess my point of this video is get it out, and that's it. Don't give them time to frustrate you. Get your point out. Maybe it takes you 5 minutes. Maybe it's a good solid 10. But don't hang in there for the 3 hours. Don't give them a chance to frustrate you. Don't give them a chance to gaslight you. And the second they say you're crazy, say, this is over. Don't let that make you crazy. That's why they said it. Yeah, I know I'm crazy. That's where how I ended up handling that. Yep, I know I'm insane. I'm just insane for being upset that you were seeing somebody behind my back and I found messages. That makes me insane. I don't even know how to explain how insane I am. Oh yeah, this narcissist over here, yeah, I'm insane because you talk bad about me behind my back and I hear about it, but I'm insane. They will always point the finger to you to make you crazy. They will always point the finger to you to get you frustrated. They will continually try to exhaust you so you leave the topic alone. Furthermore, they will make it so unpleasant every time you bring up the topic that you won't want to do it again. You'll hesitate next time. Ugh, he got so ornery, I'm just not in the mood. Or, that was exhausted, I couldn't sleep for a week. Or, he just kept calling me names, I just don't want to hear it again. Well, that's where you have some decisions, because everything I just listed is abuse. And I never tell anyone to leave, but if you're in a relationship of any kind, again, it doesn't have to be your partner, but where you continually have to fight for your life to be in it, I don't know. I just feel like there's more for all of us out there than having to have that kind of relationship. Maybe it's age now. I'm 56. I don't want to spend my time in those unhealthy ways with people that do that to me, talk about me, gaslight me, hold a grudge, whatever it is. I'm not interested in that. Why would I be interested in that? I'm not interested in a person who does those things. All right. So even if somebody came to me now, like I said, I always will talk to somebody hat in hand. But if it's somebody who's bestowed upon me this abuse, I'm not interested in having that in my life anymore. No. If I've witnessed enough of it, I would say, thank you for coming by. I really don't have anything to say. I've made a decision to exit you from my life because I'm hanging on to the dignity that I have. I've never done anything to this person that I have in my mind. Ever. But whenever I argue, their goal is to frustrate me, and I know it. And so I'm done. I'm done with the gaslighting. I'm done with the smearing. I'm done with all of it. And if you have a person in your life that's continually putting you through this kind of cycle, it's okay to be done. And you might say, well, they're in my camp. I can't never be done. They're in my circle. Well, that's all right. It doesn't mean you have to talk to them or have the relationship you have now. You can break it down to the bare minimum. And if ever questions, say, I don't like my time with you. You attack me whenever we're together, and your goal is to hurt me. I can tell by how you behave. No, that's not true, the gaslighting. You're crazy. That's not true. Yes, it is. I've already made the assessment. This conversation's closed. But that's up to you, how you handle those kinds of people. But I want you to know what they're doing when they're doing it, because it's extremely cruel behavior. Don't get caught up in trying to make a point to someone whose feet are in cement. And the only reason their feet are in cement is they think that holding that position proves they're right. Anyone who's ever debated or been on a debate team or knows anything about that knows that that's not true. Just because you stand there with holding your breath, that doesn't mean you're right. That means you're 3 years old. That's how you're handling your situation. That's what that means. It doesn't mean you're right in your position, but they will make you think that they are. So don't knock yourself out anymore. Free yourself of those kinds of situations and don't knock yourself out for these people. You guys have a good weekend. Thanks for watching. Please go ahead and hit sub, like, and share, and I will see you next week.